Hey guys, welcome back to Clan Brandalorian. My name is Brandon. As always, if you're into anything Star Wars, whether that's lore, theory, Funko, and Lego, go ahead and consider subscribing. I'm your guy. You can always change your mind later. Of course, spoiler warnings. You have been warned now. If you have not seen The Acolyte Episode 5, return to this video later, add it to your watch later. I just want to start this off. No Diddy, my boy Manny Jacinto, send me your workout routine. This episode had me wanting to get back in the gym. My boy out there showing off the guns, looking nice with a red lightsaber. Hey, my guy. Anyways, you've been warned. Let's get into it. My only gripe with this episode was that Mother Coral was not the one underneath the mask. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posted on my story that I thought that Mother Coral was the one and only person who could be under the mask. Just because Soul could kind of sense who this person was, feeling their presence, being the first one to kind of turn around and be like, what is this? This is something familiar. I thought this episode had great pacing. It was very different from the first four, and I've been liking the series so far, but episode 5, another banger. Like I always say, if you know me, you know I'm a huge horror guy. But this episode, the head tilts, all Michael Myers. Floating down like in the last episode, this is something out of Salem's Lot. What are we doing, man? This is insane. Goosebumps this entire episode. Right at the beginning of the episode, we're already jumping into the end of episode 4, which is amazing. We finally get this lightsaber battle that we have been dying to see. And to me, it was a 10 out of 10. I know a lot were comparing it to the Phantom Menace and, Duel of the Fates. I wouldn't say there's really any comparison other than the speed and just the technique overall. It actually looked really good. I will not go out my way and say that this is better than Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul. I think it's in a league of its own. We get some huge character deaths and some that were not even expected. We get a double impaling, and then, of course, Jackie Lon getting the 3-piece combo with a biscuit. Man, that was just something else. The detachment of 2 lightsabers, using one to block and one to hit her, with the 3 blows that just takes her out. Man, what an episode. And I think it's cool, Jackie shows a cool shout to Ahsoka using Form 5 Shein, using the 2 lightsabers, one forward, one backwards. And it was really cool how we get to see Jackie knock off the helmet. We think we're going to see it right away. Of course, when his face is not covered, Jackie's body is in the way as she gets killed. This is where we get the crazy reveal that QIMIR is the one underneath the helmet. This was speculated even in episode 1. In the Kenobi series, we see the kid down the alley get his neck snapped by Vader. We get to see this in full effect with QIMIR snapping Yord's neck. You'll see some moves like this, but not in Star Wars. This is crazy. I love the risk taking here. But I did want to add in 3 things that I think is going to develop with QIMIR's character. Going right into it, number 1, QIMIR is an apprentice of a Sith Lord. Not knowing who this could this be Tenebrous? Could this be Plagueis? Who knows? My thing here is maybe he wants May or Osha to help him overthrow this master. Kind of like a Count Dooku to Kenobi-esque thing, or even Darth Vader to Luke. This is just something we've seen before, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see that again, especially back in time when this is kind of like a clouded area on a character that could be anything remotely close to Plagueis. So I think this helps the story pretty well. Or number 2, something I really want to see, is QIMIR being either the start or one of the founding fathers, quote unquote, of the REN. So I think this is really cool. Of course, it was all over Twitter. Everyone noticing that Kylo Ren's theme song was playing when QIMIR was talking to Osha as he healed her. This is something that's really cool. I love the Easter eggs that they add into Star Wars. But I just think that would be really cool. I think Kylo Ren was one of the best characters out of the sequel trilogy. He's still a character that holds up to this day. So I think that would be really cool if we could see the beginning steps of what leads to Kylo Ren ultimately being Darth Vader's grandson. Like I said, I would really love to see that. Or 3, QIMIR is Plagueis. And before you're like, whoa, what's going on, guy? What are we doing here? Just hear me out. How cool would it be to know that QIMIR is Plagueis? We're finally seeing Palpatine's master canon in a good way. Check this out. Maybe QIMIR reaches out to May, wanting to get hold of Osha to create this Force dyad. That way he can see it in the flesh. That way he can try to basically recreate how they were created. using the thread, the force, creating life with high midichlorians, of course leading up to Anakin Skywalker. Maybe QIMIR / PLAGUEIS wants to use their bond to make him live forever. And we know, of course, when Palpatine tells Anakin the story, the tragedy of Darth Plagueis, understanding that he was very, very obsessed with immortality, just like Palpatine was, that was the only thing that could kill him. This would set up really good, knowing that even the Plagueis novels aren't canon, they're legends now. I think this would be really cool. These are just 3 things that I think QIMIR's character could really give more of an effort. I think this is really good so far. I'm loving the Acolyte, but QIMIR being the one under the mask wasn't really a huge surprise, but like I said, I thought it was Mother Coral, so it was just something unexpected, but this could be some things to add even more weight to his character and what is to come of this Sith or dark side user. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you expect to see from the Acolyte, what's going on with QIMIR. Let me know some of your thoughts and ideas. Are you liking the Acolyte? Are you not? Let me know down in the comments, and let's keep it civil, guys. Let's be cool. As always, thanks again for watching. Clan Brandalorian, I'm out.